How much you paying for gas? It's a big indicator of what the inflation rate is in America. What are you paying for gas right now? Gas prices are tumbling. If you hadn't noticed, I'm paying well under $3 now, most places where I am. The national average, 307. Down from 308 yesterday, down from 312 a week ago, 317 a month ago, and 320 a year ago. So gas prices historically less expensive than they've been in a long time. Even California could almost afford gas at $4.65, almost, that is. Ray R.T. Trevino, oil and gas expert, joining me now. He runs Pecos Country Energy. It's a privately owned oil and gas exploration production company in Fort Worth, Texas. That's right, he's a Texas oil man. R.T., how are you today?
Oh, good morning, Steve. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. AAA here says gas prices continue to fall, and they could stay on that trajectory. What are you seeing? What are you feeling?
Yes, right now what we are seeing are the effects of below $60 oil about 2 weeks ago. Keep in mind, as I've said before, that the price of oil is always dictated, or the price of gasoline is always dictated about 2 weeks behind the price of oil, whether that's West Texas Intermediate or Brent. However, right now, currently, as the market is closed, we are still trading below $60 a barrel at this time. And a lot of that is due to the creation of certainty around the world. The Israel-Hamas treaty, the historic landmark ceasefire agreement, has brought certainty to the world, and we're going to see those effects at the price of oil, as we all know at this time.
Yeah, so all right, so right now, West Texas Intermediate, $58.05. I mean, that's the cheapest I've seen it in quite a while. I mean, it surged there for a while into the 70s a few weeks back, but nowhere near that. Now, Brent crude at 61.88, the benchmark. So we're at low oil prices. How much lower can it go? With this stability, with the deal signed in Egypt yesterday to bring the warring factions to the peace table in the Middle East, what's it mean?
Yes, make no doubt about it that this ceasefire only just significantly reduced the geopolitical risk premium that's always baked into the oil prices. What we're going to see probably is that $60 oil, maybe even a little bit lower. Keep in mind, President Trump has always been drill, baby, drill. And we are all about drill, baby, drill. We've only continued to not only produce oil in 2025, but also drill new oil wells. And for independents like Pecos, we're always looking for those legacy assets that have long-term stability, and with vertical wells that we drill, not the horizontals like the majors, we get that consistent cash flow and also lower operating expense. But keep in mind also that that most people in the oil and gas industry, they also don't vote. They vote with their policy and their beliefs and their convictions, because we all voted. I would say if you took a poll, that 80% of people out in the oil and gas industry voted for President Trump. They did it for what he stands for and not necessarily the price of oil. Because keep in mind, as you mentioned, we are below $60 right now, and that does somewhat hurt our industry. However, right now, we are still the number one producer in the world at almost 14 million barrels of oil a day, Steve, and we will continue to be the world's number one producer with this president.
All right, so let me look at something else I want to ask you about. The Strategic Petroleum Reserve is at about 402 million barrels as of the end of May 2025, and then prices went up. Would now be a good time. Full capacity is about 715 million barrels. Maybe it's time to restock our emerging energy reserves. What would you say to that?
Yes, absolutely. And that's great that you brought up the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. I just had a great opportunity to visit with Congressman Pat Harrigan, congressman from North Carolina, on a podcast that I do called The Crude Truth. And he said it best. He goes, you know what? Energy security is always part of national security. And that is something that we could see President Trump do as the price may get even lower, is work out a deal with the large independents and the majors to come up with a great price that we could fill up the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And Steve, keep in mind, in 2020, when President Trump was still in office, he tried to fill up the reserves when we were at $25 oil, but the Democrat-led Congress and Democrat-led Senate shot him down at that time to fill up the strategic petroleum reserve.
So now's a good time. I mean, with oil below 60, and maybe, I mean, where do you see the price ending up a week from now, a month from now?
We could see that 225. I know here in the great state of Texas right now we're at about 250 a gallon of gasoline. We could see 225, and we could even see $1.99, which would be something to really watch out for.
Yeah,
and another thing that, well, go ahead.
No, that'd be incredible. But I guess where are you seeing a price of oil in a week or a month or 6 months?
Well, right now, again, based on this ceasefire and also the U.S.-China tariffs that were threatened on Friday, can also see an initial drop and only add to that drop. Crude futures on Friday hit 5-month lows. So we could also see, because of this trade war with China, believe it or not, only continue to see the price of oil drop. So we could see, $55 oil here real soon, barring, God willing, no global catastrophe.
And $55 oil would mean a gallon of gas would cost 20 cents less, 30 cents less. What would it mean?
I could see that. Yes. Again, we are looking at about a $25 price on gas, or excuse me, a 25-cent deduction in the price of gasoline across the board. And also keep in mind that the independent oil and gas companies like Pecos, we are prepared to stay as lean as possible during this time so that the continued returns to our investors out there, we can get them.
There you go. RT, good news. Gentlemen, start your engines. It's going to be cheap. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. It's good news, right? If gas is cheaper, it means groceries should moderate, ease prices for all Americans. All right, we're going to take a break and be right back. It is Steve Gruber Show.